Till now, we learned how to use a pipe and pass the output of first command to the second command. Now, before I move ahead to explain you how to use more commands in the pipeline, let me introduce one more new command in this course, and that is the grep command. Let me go to the man page of grep. This is a very ideal thing to do if you are seeing any new command. Just take out the time and read the man page. So the skimming the man page will give you an idea about what command that you are working with. So the grep command synopsis tells me that grep command can be used with certain options. Okay, we will see it soon. And these options are like optional thing. You can decide not to use it even. And further, we have certain patterns. So what does this pattern means? Seeing the description, we get to see that grep command searches for patterns in each file. So basically what happens is, if I'm having this fruits.txt, which was having some hundreds of entries, suppose it is having thousands and 10,000s of entries in it. And if I want to search for one particular name, so I won't like to scroll the entire content of the file. Rather, I will use the grep command just to do a keyword based search. It is also called a string search. Okay. And what kind of options I can use? So to explain, there are multiple options in this grep command, but to explain in this course, I will use the I command. Okay. This is basically known as the ignore case. It means when you are doing a search, you don't know what is the case sensitivity of that particular word or letter. So it is ideal to just use this I option so that the case sensitivity thing does not hamper your search and you get to see the output irrespective of what case it is written into, like it is in uppercase or a lowercase. Again, I'll also use this V option, which is invert match. So what is the difference between I and the V option? This I option will give you what matches the pattern, and this V option will give you the output of all those data that didn't match your pattern. Okay, so let's first understand how this grep command works. I'll just put grep grep command. Okay, and I will give a pattern. What pattern I want to give is, let me do mango. Correct. I press enter. Now see that the prompt is just waiting for me to give some input. Now, whatever input I will give, that input will be matched to this pattern. If these two are matching, then only grep command will give me an output. Otherwise, it will again keep waiting till the time I give a matching pattern. Just let's try with some random examples. Apple 1, 2, 3. See, I'm not getting any matching pattern output. Okay. Now I write something else. No. Now let me give the exact pattern which I have written over here. So I'll write mango and you see mango because there was a pattern that got matched. So this is how grep works. I also told you while explaining the man page that grep is very case sensitive command. So the pattern has to match the case sensitivity. Otherwise, the output will be different if I'm not using the I option. So if I do mango, see, I've just changed the initial alphabet to the uppercase, which is obviously not matching to this pattern. And I'll press enter just to check if this returns the output or not. See, this is considered as a not matching pattern. Let's come out, and coming back to our example using the cat command, I'll use cat fruits.txt, and now I'll be using the pipe symbol and I'll be passing the output using the grep command, and I will use mango. Okay. So this is the pattern that I'm giving. I want this command to tell me in the output if any fruit named mango is available or not. I press enter and it tells me that no, there is no matching pattern. How is that possible? Let me do it again. I'll write the same command, but this time I'm going to change the case to uppercase. There's a high probability that the name of the fruit mango is written in a different pattern over there. So let me press enter, and yes, I was right. There are two entries into this fruits.txt file which are having the matching pattern mango with the initial alphabet in the uppercase. So generally, the user will not be knowing in what case the word that he is looking for is written into the file. So it is ideal to use the I option. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just use the -I option. Sorry, it has to be in lowercase. One should not make mistake while writing the options. It has to match the exact pattern over here again. So when I use the I option, and even if I change the pattern of this mango different from what it is there actually in the file, I will be expecting the command to return me the output as these, because this is I option and it stands for ignore case. I have already explained it. You see it here. Now let me go ahead and use the V option. So what I said, that I option gives the output whatever is matching, and V option will give the output of all data what is not matching this pattern. Okay, so I want you to pause the video over here and just guess what the output will be if I press enter right now. So could you guess something? Let me tell you what is going to happen. The output will be the name of all the fruits other than mango. Okay, let me check. See, everything, even mango would be there, because this mango pattern I have not mentioned. You can just see if it is available. Yeah, you can see here. This is because the V option is very case sensitive. So whatever pattern we are giving, this entire command along with the V option will match the pattern first, and whatever matches will not be displayed in the output. Remaining everything will be displayed. So let us understand this in a more better way. I'll be again using the cat fruits.txt file to read the data, and then again I'll be using the grep command. However, this time I'm going to give the pattern as one single alphabet, and that is in the uppercase, the alphabet A. I will press enter and let's see what comes up. So with the matching alphabet A in uppercase, I had only 5 entries made into the fruits.txt file. What happens when I add an I option over here, just like this? I'm sure by now you will be able to guess. What's going to happen is every single entry in this fruits.txt file which is having at least one alphabet A, doesn't matter if it is in small case or the uppercase, because I am using the ignore case option, the -I option. So all those data will be displayed. For example, just press enter and you can notice that the matching pattern is highlighted. Okay, and all these data is displayed over here. And if I use the V option with the lowercase a alphabet as the pattern, so what is going to happen is every single entry which is having the lower case alphabet A written in it, those entries will be ignored and only those with the uppercase A will be shown. Okay, so I press enter and you notice that this command was executed, and only those that are having the uppercase alphabet or not having the alphabet A at all in either case are displayed as the output. So I hope you understand the I and the V option and how it can be used with grep. So let me tell you the real case scenario in which you use grep. So when you are working onto the Linux system and you want to check for some kind of file into some other folder, let me just go to home, do ls. Okay, now you can see I have used the cd command and ls command. I've already covered all this part. So I'm going to this etc directory. Okay, cd etc. So when I run the ls command, you can see that there are so many directories and files in this. So I want to search for a keyword LDAP. Okay, so it is better to do ls and I'll pass the entire output to LDAP. You can see that it tells me that yes, it is available. Similarly, if you are searching for any particular file or any particular user in your Linux server or your Linux systems, make a habit of using grep. It will actually save a lot of time.